So, people, or at least some people, are talking shit about the mobility in the game, talking about it's fast, but it's not fast enough, right? They want a sprint button in the game. And I'm seeing this in the comment section down below on certain MK YouTubers channels, certain other channels, and people are disappointed that, you can't sprint in this game. And what that means is that they don't want to play neutral. That's what it is. There's nothing wrong with adding, faster wave dashing for each character, to make the game a little bit more faster paced. There's nothing wrong with increasing the walk speed a little bit as long as it's not dumb as hell, right? And I can understand some people will make this argument about, well, Mortal Kombat is a bloody game, so it should be fast paced. And I will agree. I will not go against anyone that brings that point up. The issue that I have is that Mortal Kombat 9 was a good example. Even Deadly Alliance was a good example, because if you watch players wave dash in that game, whether it was Deadly Alliance or MK9, the game was decently fast paced in terms of walk speed and wave dashing, right? So they can definitely do it in this game. But there are a lot of people that prefer the sprint button because they want to play MKX. They don't want to have to play neutral to where you have to use your brain and it takes skill. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what the issue is that people don't want to have to think. They don't want to have to work to open people up. They don't want to have to work to do certain shit. And I believe that was a high, mid, low that Johnny just did right there. But just to prove my point even further, because I've told you guys this numerous times, okay, how people just don't want to play neutral, right? I'm going to prove my point even further. There was a video that a friend of mine showed me recently when I got off of work today, and it's a video of Ninja Killer admitting to the fact that if you add a sprint button in the game, it destroys neutral, which further proves my point that your boy knows what the fuck he's talking about. Even if I'm not a high-level player and I don't go to a bunch of tournaments, does not necessarily mean I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, okay? So, without further ado, check this out.
Now, this is what scares me the most. From what I've seen so far, movement looks stiff and like very, very slow compared to MK11. So I'm hoping in return that we can either get a run button, which I seriously doubt, because they've been complaining about that for the longest, saying there's no neutral, which is true. There's no neutral being involved if your opponent just run on like a maniac to your face and like just applying mix or pressure, whatever the case may be.
What did he say?
If I had to choose between run or wave dashing, I'd much rather have wave dashing, because it shows the skill in the player and like it shows like the skill gap. Those who can't wave dash usually are those who are like, are not the most skilled in MK, but those who do not like, maneuver around and whatnot, yeah, it just looks more, what's the word I'm looking for? It looks more professional, I guess, rather than you just running up in someone's face.
So basically, there you have it. One of the best Mortal Kombat players in the world, basically, that even posed a threat to Sonic Fox, a major threat to Sonic Fox, okay? Even confirmed himself, there's no skill in that. But people want a sprint button. Now, if there was a separate game mode where you get a sprint button, and it's not like tournament legal, then that's a different story. And it's just for fun, that's a different story. But the moment you add a sprint button and the game is competitive, or supposed to be competitive, what we talking about? So I've been saying this for the longest, but it seems like bigger names have to be the ones to say it in order for people to understand what the deal really is. Because a nigga like me with, the following that I have, some people are probably not going to listen to what I have to say. So, like I said, other people are talking about how, this game is going to be trash and stuff like that. And it's like, you have not even touched this game. You don't have any hands-on experience and you're already talking shit. Now, I'm not going to lie. I've had my moments with Mortal Kombat 11, which we all know by now. But I do think the way I presented myself when it comes to talking about certain issues with the game, I think the way I delivered it just in general is wrong. And I think I have to take accountability on that. I need to take accountability on that part. because I was letting out a lot of anger and frustration and stuff like that. But I never just criticized the game based off of the fucking trailer. I never did that shit. So these niggas is wilding the fuck out. But it is what it is. Y'all let me know. Peace out.